Have you ever noticed how some people walk into a room and instantly command respect without saying a single word? No loud introduction, no bragging, no desperate need to impress anyone. Yet somehow, people notice them. Others listen when they speak. They aren't interrupted. They aren't dismissed. And strangely enough, the loudest people in the room often receive the least respect. So what's really going on here? Most people think respect comes from status, money, or popularity. But that's only partially true. You've probably seen wealthy people who still get disrespected. You've seen bosses nobody truly respects. And you've seen quiet individuals who command attention the moment they appear. The real secret is this. Respect is communicated long before words are spoken. It's communicated through presence, behavior, and self-control. And once you understand these signals, you'll realize that winning respect has far less to do with what you say, and far more to do with how you carry yourself. Let's break down the key principles that make people respect you automatically. Chapter 1. Silence is more powerful than words. Most people are uncomfortable with silence. They feel the need to fill every moment with talking, explaining, joking, or reacting. Why? Because silence makes them nervous. They worry that if they stop talking, people will lose interest. But confident people understand something important. Silence creates presence. When someone speaks less but chooses their words carefully, people naturally pay closer attention. Think about it. If someone talks constantly, their words lose value. But if someone speaks rarely and calmly, every sentence carries weight. This is why respected individuals often appear quieter than everyone else. They don't rush to respond. They don't interrupt. They observe first. And when they finally speak, people listen. Even in social settings, silence can communicate power. A person who doesn't feel the need to over-explain, justify themselves, or prove their point often comes across as more competent and authoritative. Chapter 2. Control your reactions. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is emotional overreaction. If someone insults you and you instantly explode, what does that show? It shows they can control your emotions. And when people realize they can trigger you easily, they stop respecting you. Respect grows when others see that you are emotionally stable. You don't panic under pressure, you don't explode over small things, you don't react impulsively. Instead, you remain calm while others lose control. This kind of composure sends a powerful message. It tells people that your mind is disciplined, and disciplined people are naturally respected. Take, for example, a manager in a stressful meeting. Everyone is arguing, shouting, and pointing fingers. The calm manager doesn't need to raise their voice. They sit back, listen, and respond thoughtfully. Everyone notices. Their authority isn't enforced. It's recognized. Chapter 3. Move with purpose. Watch how confident individuals move. They don't rush everywhere like they're constantly late. They don't fidget nervously. They don't constantly check their phone. Their movements are calm and deliberate. Why? Because they are not trying to prove anything. People who lack confidence often move quickly and nervously because they feel judged. But people who respect themselves behave differently. They walk steadily, maintain eye contact, and take their time before responding. These subtle behaviors communicate inner stability, and stability makes people feel that you are someone worth respecting. Even small gestures matter. Standing straight, avoiding nervous tics, and making smooth, purposeful movements shows that you value yourself and your time. And that naturally encourages others to value you too. Chapter 4. Stop seeking approval. One of the biggest respect killers is the constant need for approval. You see it everywhere. Someone tells a joke and immediately looks around hoping people laugh. Someone shares an opinion but quickly adds, "But I might be wrong." Someone changes their view the moment others disagree. This behavior signals insecurity, and insecurity weakens respect. Respected individuals are comfortable with disagreement. They don't desperately chase validation. They share their opinions calmly. They listen to others without instantly changing themselves to fit in. Because they don't beg for approval, people naturally begin to respect their independence. Think of leaders in history or in business. Rarely did they seek validation at every step. They made decisions, took responsibility, and commanded respect, not because of popularity, but because of their unwavering confidence in themselves. Chapter 5. Respect yourself first. People often chase respect from others while secretly lacking respect for themselves. They tolerate disrespectful behavior. They allow people to constantly interrupt them. They laugh along when they are being mocked. Over time, this teaches others that their boundaries don't matter. But individuals who respect themselves behave differently. They don't tolerate consistent disrespect. They address problems calmly but firmly. They don't beg for better treatment. They expect it. And strangely enough, the moment you begin respecting yourself, others start doing the same. Self-respect is the foundation of respect from others. If you act like your time, energy, and presence have value, people will treat it that way. Chapter 6. Be comfortable being alone. Many people are afraid of being alone. They constantly surround themselves with noise, social media, and endless conversation. Why? Because silence forces them to confront their own thoughts. But individuals who command respect are often comfortable in solitude. They don't need constant attention. They don't need a crowd to feel valuable. Their sense of worth comes from within. This independence makes them appear stronger. People instinctively respect those who don't desperately need them. Neediness always weakens authority. A quiet person who doesn't over-explain themselves or constantly seek companionship exudes an aura of self-reliance that draws respect. Chapter 7. Consistency builds reputation. Respect is not built in one moment. It is built through consistent behavior over time. Anyone can appear confident for a few minutes, but true character reveals itself through patterns. If someone is calm one day but explosive the next, people stop trusting them. If someone promises things but never follows through, their words lose value. But when someone is consistently reliable, calm, and disciplined, people start to recognize it. They begin to predict your behavior. They know you won't panic under pressure. They know you will handle situations with maturity. And slowly, that consistency builds real respect. Think about mentors or influential figures you've met. Their influence didn't come from one impressive moment. It came from decades of predictable, strong behavior. Chapter 8. Listen more than you speak. Most people love talking about themselves, their experiences, their problems, their opinions, but very few people are truly good listeners. And that's exactly why listening is such a powerful respect builder. When you listen carefully, you learn valuable information. You understand people better, and you show others that their words matter. Ironically, people often respect the quiet listener more than the loud talker, because the listener appears thoughtful, considered, and wise. A single person who listens without interrupting, without judging, and without trying to prove a point can leave a stronger impression than someone who dominates every conversation. Chapter 9. Never chase attention. Attention and respect are not the same thing. In fact, they often move in opposite directions. Many people chase attention through loud behavior, constant posting, or dramatic reactions. And yes, this may attract eyes, but it rarely builds respect. Respect comes from restraint, from composure, from someone who doesn't need to constantly prove their importance. The more someone chases attention, the less valuable their presence becomes. But someone who remains calm, focused, and selective with their energy becomes naturally intriguing. People begin paying attention without being asked. Chapter 10. Master your presence. Your presence is the silent message you send to everyone around you. It's not about appearance, it's about energy. Are you anxious or calm? Are you desperate or composed? Are you reactive or thoughtful? People can sense these qualities instantly. And once you master your emotional stability, your confidence, and your self-respect, something interesting happens. You don't need to demand respect anymore. You don't need to argue for it. You don't need to convince anyone. People feel it automatically. Because real respect is not forced. It is earned through the quiet signals of discipline, confidence, and control. Chapter 11. Leading without words. The most respected people are often leaders without needing to announce themselves. They take initiative quietly. They observe before acting. They help when it matters, not when it's convenient. Their actions speak louder than any speech, and over time, their influence grows. People naturally follow those who show competence, composure, and courage, without the need for self-promotion. Winning people's respect isn't about speaking louder, bragging more, or trying to dominate every conversation. In fact, the most respected individuals often do the opposite. They remain calm. They move with purpose. They speak less, but say more. They control their emotions instead of letting emotions control them. And most importantly, they respect themselves first. Because the way you treat yourself teaches others how to treat you. When your behavior shows discipline, confidence, and self-respect, people notice. Even if you never say a word, remember, respect is silent, earned, and consistent. It doesn't come from noise. It comes from character. If you found this guide useful and want more tips on confidence, discipline, and winning respect in any situation, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below telling me what topic you want to see next. Your support helps the channel grow and allows us to create more content that truly changes lives.